Welcome to my channel where a crazy HOA takes things too far and ruins an entire street in just 1 week. Our next Reddit post is from a user. In 2019, we moved into a beautiful condo that was built in the late 80s. It had been well maintained by the original owner. The complex has 16 units, all of which are owner-occupied. All of the condos have front and backyards with a shared pool and tennis court. On the first day of moving in, we met our friendly neighbors. Everyone seemed nice and welcoming. We were also given a packet of rules. These packets were handed out whenever a new unit sold. They contained useful info about the association along with some of the CC&Rs and a few of the rules and regulations. One of the rules stated no basketball or other ball sports were allowed in the common areas. No problem. We don't play such games. Other rules stated that grass needed to be kept under 4 inches. This made sense because it was summer and we didn't want our grass to become a fire hazard. We like to keep our lawn a bit longer than that anyways, so no problem. Another rule stated that any renovations or changes to the exterior of your unit needed approval from the board. This was also fine since we had no plans to change anything. Last rule was the most important one, and that was quiet hours were from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. Fast forward 3 months to late January. We had a snowstorm, and during the storm, the power went out. That meant no heat, no hot water, no lights, no sump pump, etc. Our condo was built over a full basement. So if the sump pump stopped working for more than a couple hours, our home would flood. Thankfully, our neighbor who's a retired electrician was able to hook us up to his generator, which powered our sump pump and other essentials. We were very grateful to him for helping us out. But there were downsides. His generator was loud and it was right under our bedroom window. When the power went out again that night, we turned off the bedroom fan, closed the window, put on extra blankets and snuggled close together for warmth. At 4 a.m., the power went out again. We couldn't take the cold and the noise anymore. We left our bedroom window open a crack and went back to sleep. Big mistake. 1 hour later, we were awoken to banging on our door. It was our neighbor who yelled at us for making so much noise and disturbing him. He said he called the cops and told them we were having a party. He was threatening to sue us for damages due to the noise. We explained that we were freezing and we couldn't control his loud generator. He didn't care. He continued to yell at us and threatened to call the police again. My husband stepped out of the house to defuse the situation. And while he was outside, they cut the power to our unit. It was now 6 a.m. and our sump pump wasn't running. We called the association president to let her know that we needed to get our power back on as soon as possible. She replied that she would ask around and see if anyone knew what happened, and hung up on us. Now it was 7 a.m. and our sump pump hadn't been running for over 12 hours. If it failed, our home would be flooded. We called the association president again. She stated that it was 7 a.m. so she would deal with it after the work week started. She then hung up on us again. My husband ran next door to ask if he could use their generator to get ours running again. Their answer was no. We had to do this ourselves. We were then forced to abandon our frozen pipes and leave town until the weather warmed up. When we returned 2 weeks later, we found that our entire downstairs had flooded. Our home was inhabitable. We contacted our insurance company. They sent out an adjuster to assess the damage. While they were here, the association president came by to check on us. She was informed by our insurance adjuster that we were filing a claim. She then proceeded to tell us that we weren't allowed to file a claim against the association. Her reason was that our policy explicitly stated that we could not file claims against the association. My husband and I looked at each other confused and asked her why she thought we wouldn't be able to file a claim against our own insurance. Then she tried to tell us that we would have to go through mediation before going to court. This made absolutely no sense. After the insurance adjuster left, the association president warned us not to file a claim and to just deal with it on our own. She then left. We filed a claim and a lawsuit against the HOA. Through the discovery phase, We found out that the association president cut off our power. She shut off the breaker to our unit without telling us or getting approval from the board. She did this because she was mad that we left our bedroom window open, and she was mad that we filed a claim against her personal friends. Her friends were being sued because we took pictures of their generator and used it as evidence that it was their fault our pipes froze and burst. She even admitted to turning off our power in her deposition. Our lawyer tried to get her to admit that she purposely shut off our power so our pipes would freeze. She refused. But then our lawyer pointed out that she testified in her deposition that she cut off our electricity the same day our pipes froze. She changed her tune pretty fast after that. The good news is that we won our case. The bad news is that the association was not admitted and we never saw a dime from them. We ended up selling our condo at a loss. We had planned to live there for many years, but after everything that happened, we wanted out. We're now renting a house while we search for a new condo. I really hope these people find a new place soon because it sounds like it was a nightmare living there. Yeah, no, this story has so many issues. First of all, the HOA president cut off the power to this guy's house. Even if she was mad, that doesn't give her the right to shut off the power to someone's house. This could have resulted in electrocution or death, especially since they were trying to run a generator at the same time. That's insane. Not to mention this woman shut off the power multiple times, which means she could have caused a lot more problems. The fact that this woman and the neighbor tried to strong-arm these people into not suing them is also pretty messed up. I think that qualifies as witness intimidation. And the fact that the HOA president tried to cover this up shows that she's definitely guilty. I mean, just listen to this. Quote, she stated that it was 7 a.m. so she would deal with it after the work week started. She then hung up on us. Like, how selfish can you be? Your job as the HOA president is to take care of issues like this immediately. And yes, I know it's the weekend, but if something like this happens, you drop whatever you're doing and fix it. It's your responsibility. The fact that she didn't do anything and then lied about it later makes me think that she was hiding the fact that she did it. She's a terrible HOA president, and I hope they remove her. Finally, the fact that she tried to tell them that they couldn't file a claim against their own insurance is crazy. I mean, they pay insurance premiums every month. Why would they not be able to file a claim? I'm sorry that you and your husband had to deal with this. That's horrible. It's bad enough dealing with an HOA, but when you have to deal with an HOA president that's corrupt and has a Napoleon complex, it becomes unbearable. I'm glad that you guys were able to sell your condo, but I feel bad for the people that bought it. They have to deal with that nightmare. And that was our story. And if you like this content, check out my podcast where I publish the exact same episodes. Also hit that subscribe button, because I put out new videos every single day.